Alright, let me just make this very clear. And yes, it's 4:23 in the morning. So, people keep wanting to defend their YouTuber friends. I get that, by all means. But at the same time, remember, this is YouTube. And even if you meet them in person, you've met them off YouTube. Anybody can claim, say, do anything. And again, don't take my word for it. Go do your own research, as I have done. But I am getting sick and tired of people stating that I'm all about drama. Okay? If that were seriously true, if you were seriously thinking that I'm all about drama, I wouldn't even be here right now. I'd be like, okay, let's create drama on other social medias because that's where I find entertainment. I really don't care. I don't get how people are misinterpreting that in a certain aspect. In certain aspects, I really don't care. But when people flip out on me saying I have no proof, I have no facts, and telling me this and that, well, I'm trying to show it to you, and you guys are still flipping out on me. So, let's just set the record straight here and what I have found in terms of my research. Because, yeah, I know most people won't even care, and that's fine. But at the same time, and I did state, so if you want to come at me for this one, I did state that I would leave it alone. But I've been, how do I put this? Constantly messaged and just people are like, what the heck, man, and all this other stuff on me. So I just want to set the record straight. And again, I knew this was going to come my way anyways. I asked for it. Well, I didn't exactly ask for it, but I even stated that it was coming, and therefore, self-fulfilling prophecy, I knew it was coming. At the same time, to the extent that it was coming, interesting. However, let's go back to the actual facts and not throwing out opinions. And if anybody wants to use a different web source to see people's channels, by all means. But I got to tell you right now, if you're going to defend your YouTuber friend, you better have the facts straight, because I'm about to give them straight. And if you don't believe in social media, guess what you're on? Social media. So, here we go. In terms of Taxi 7, I'm not going to say the channel name, but I think everyone knows what I'm referring to. Social Blade, again, does not lie. It gives an estimate yearly earnings. That does not mean that person's earning that much, or if they don't even have monetization on. It shows an estimate if they were to earn that. Doesn't mean they're earning anything because their monetization may be off. So you can see the Ghost Crow Gamer channel. Monetization, not even close to on. You'll see a yearly earning based off the stats it got from YouTube. Again, feel free to use any other source if you don't believe me. Alright, so back to Taxi 7. I want to know something that I found very interesting. How do we go if we, and this will all be linked in the chat down below. How do we go from monthly subs, alright, we have, let's see, I'm just taking a look at the graph here. January 17. Okay. On the 1st. Huh. Oh, nope. I messed that one up. But you can even look for yourself. February. Am I screwing this up? Oh, I'm still screwing this up. So it is. Wow. So it's August. August 1st. I admit I screwed that one up. It is 4:29 a.m. Doesn't mean I screwed up my facts because, again, this is on other websites as well. So, August 1st, Taxi 7 has 0 supporters. All of a sudden, this one gets me. October 1st, 630 supporters. How does someone go from 1 month to 0 to the next month 630? Somebody explain that one to me. And it's on the 1st. Huh. Who else was using a third-party program that only happens on the 1st? Oh, that's right. Night Shamrock will say. Again, don't take my word for it. Go look it up yourself. Because from 0 supporters to 630, the chart that I'm looking at is down below of Social Blade of that specific channel. Again, I'll link it. No problem. Okay, so now that we have that settled, actually, let's take a look here. Check if anyone's lurking around, seeing if they're wondering what I'm saying. And I know if people are leaving. Okay, 2 watching. Excellent. Wonderful. And yet nobody in the actual stream. Huh. Well, now it's 1 watching. Okay. So somebody ran off real quick. I'm guessing it's either someone who supports Taxi 7, who I know stays up pretty late, or it's Taxi 7 himself, or the people who like to follow me. So, be my guest. Like I said, I'm putting out the facts. And yes, I did screw up earlier. I will admit. I will admit when I'm wrong or make mistakes. Question is, will you? So, as far as, let's say, Green goes, we look at his chart. And for those who know him, great. We look at his chart, looks all legit to me. A steady increase, monthly views, drops down a little, then another steady increase. Supporters, ever since the raise in view time and whatnot, and depending what you put out there, a lot of people have been struggling with supporters, unless you buy them, of course, or have a third-party program that's already made. So, looks pretty legit here. But again, Taxi 7 From 0 supporters to 300 plus, I don't buy it. Oh man, Night Shamrock, I've already put it on Twitter. From 2 supporters to 342 supporters on January 1st to February 1st. Yeah. I'm wondering, is you and Taxi 7 using the same program, or did you guys buy yours separately? Did you go to the same website? Like, what's going on there? I'm just curious. Because again, if Green was in on it, it doesn't show. So either he's extremely intelligent or he's not faking his stats. But you two are. So again, people wanted proof. I'm giving them proof. And I'm saying, again, do not take my word for it. Go look for yourself. There are plenty of programs out there that will tell you the exact same thing. And nope, I didn't create them. And nope, I can tell you right now, I am not the proud owner of Social Blade by any means. Night Shamrock, you have 2 accounts. Your original picture that you used in the past, and then you have this new picture, which is either Baki the Grappler. I know my animes, bro. Or is that Yakuhusako show or whatever it was called that was on no, it looks like Baki the Grappler. So yep. And as for your friends, Night Shamrock, that played Black Ops 2 in the past, oh, I'll have fun linking that too. I mean, a lot of people wanted proof, facts, and now I'm showing them. I'm giving the public what they wanted. And what I've always stated people should do. Go on facts. Nothing beats hardcore evidence. And, you know what? Here, tell you what. If you guys want to all look me up, ladies and gentlemen, feel free. But I'm going to tell you the stats right here, right now. For the Ghost Crow Gamer channel, what do we have? Uploads, 600. Video views, 47,725. Okay. I'm a C ranking, or the channel's a C ranking. Estimated earnings yearly are $3 to $41. Like I care. Supporters, 0 through, whoa, quite a bit. Quite a few months have gone by and 0 supporter. That's fine. Don't matter to me. I'd rather have real supporters than fake. Video views. Currently the top was 113. Daily average video views, 29. Last 30 days, 863. I will link the Ghost Crow Gamer channel as well. If anybody has questions on the graph, feel free to ask. I do not sugarcoat in terms of hiding anything. So, yeah. The graph is pretty legit. It was a steady increase. And everybody, if you believe that there was a huge jump between the support I got. There was. I didn't use a third-party program though. I didn't go from 0 supporters up to 300 plus. And as the graph shows, you will see the month. Oh, look at that. Hang on. Okay. Interesting. Huh. It seems I have made a mistake here. Well, so the graph shows the first of every month. Alright, so I made a mistake on that one. And no, I will not be taking down this video or hiding it or deleting it, whatever you want to say. So it absolutely does take the first of every month. However, going back to the stuff I've seen, again, how do you go from 0 supporters to 630? Taxi 7. And for Night Shamrock, let's pull up yours again here. Let's just use this one. And yes, the typing is case sensitive, so be sure you get the right YouTuber. Okay. So let's see this humongous jump. Yeah. So monthly supporters. On the first, February 1st, 2 supporters. Then it jumps up to 342, drops to 103, then goes up to 828. Right. Then it levels off, kind of, at 925, drops down again to 587, and then shoots right back up to 1,048. That one I have a little hard time believing. And the other thing is, if you had that many supporters at that time, at that amount, actual supporters, your ranking would not be a C+. There is no possible way your ranking would be a C+. You would have at least an A+ or higher. So that all doesn't even match up. And the amount of supporters you have for each month, again, does not match up with the graph. So we look at everything here, really doesn't add up at all. And I know the previous times in the live streams I've done before with your channel, you had over 1,000, which is pretty impossible. So, and that includes views a month. I don't get how somebody can get 800 plus supporters and then over, well, it literally was over 1,000 views a month, and yet still be a C plus ranking. Just doesn't happen. Sorry, not buying it. But you're buying third-party programs. I get that. Or, having them made for you. Whatever. Again, I have your friends that try to hide their accounts as well. Doesn't work. And now I have screenshots of them, and we'll be linking them as well. Hello, Mel and Apollo Show. You going to bed? I appreciate that. Thank you for saying good night. I hope you have a wonderful night. And I'm sorry if I'm late on that. So, yeah. Again, I'll be linking these accounts, and if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to, I don't know, attack the channel, try to turn off my monetization, try to do videos on the channel stating that, the channel's not legit either, that I'm buying supporters and whatnot, go ahead. I hope you have a lot of proof. But again, I did make a mistake. I thought that the supporters that were being gained, it was a program that works every month, but it is not. But the graphs do not lie. Again, from 0 supporters on Taxi 7 to it just skyrockets literally like a rocket. 630 supporters. 0 to 630, which was his peak. Okay, sure. And then, yes, this is going to be a little redundant, but I just want people to understand the fact of being a legit YouTuber versus there are people out there who will totally buy supporters. To Greenies supporters and monthly views, all looks legit. He's doing way better than me, so I give him credit. Absolutely. Give him full credit for doing better than this channel. And he's got a lot of video views. And the supporters look all about within the range of the graph. So looks like everything's clear here. And again, if anybody cares to unsupport, then might as well do it. Not gonna fuss, not gonna cry over it. As stated before, and I'm true to my word, at the very least, wouldn't care if I had 2 supporters. It is what it is. And if that's what I end up with, okay. Thank you, those 2 supporters. Doesn't mean I'm going to end what I'm doing. So I just wanted to get that out there. And Night Shamrock, like I said, I do have your other so-called friends. And this will all be linked, including the Ghost Crow Gamer channel. So everyone can check out the stats on everybody, including me. Again, as stated before, don't trust the YouTuber. Do your own research. And as you see, I'm human, but I own up to my mistakes. So I made a wrong judgment on the months. It does record every month, but I'm not wrong on the graph. In terms of from 2 supporters to 300 plus, from 0 supporters to 600 plus. Again, feel free to use any other program. It will show you pretty much the same thing. There will be a huge gap and a huge question on my face, maybe not yours. If you support the person, then continue to support the person if you choose to. I'm here just to put out the facts. I'm not here to make you choose between this YouTuber and the other YouTubers. I don't put people in the middle like that. I just state what I state, and I let the public decide. So, in terms of the other YouTubers that were taken down because of me, it was, yeah, I put out the facts. At the same time, I didn't put a gun or anything to anybody's head and told them what to do. I put out the facts. The public made their decisions. The channel was left alone for a really long time. Actually, channels were left alone for a really long time. By no means am I innocent. I am going to take the consequences as they come, and then I'm going to move on with the rest of my life. So, question people are going to have, especially when they're angry and have dropped, probably I've dropped 20, maybe 30 supporters in the last few months. Again, each their own. And if I've dropped even more than that, hey, life. I have other things to stress over, worry about. But, I mean, some people find it helpful, and that's great. Some people find me to be a pain in their butt because I find truths. You're welcome to find them on me as well. And the public, feel free to search for yourself. But I want people, again, to think for themselves. Not go directly on what somebody else says. I hate, how do I put this? No, okay. I hate when people say, oh, jump on the bandwagon, so-called jump on the bandwagon and follow everyone else. It's just like, okay, I don't like this person because all these other people dislike them, and if I dislike them, they're going to dislike me. Now, me, I don't care. I will straight up put it out there. I don't care. I do not follow a crowd. I want to be positive, yes, and I want to be helping people, but at the same time, I'm also going to be real. If you find that to be troublesome, if you find that to be discouraging in any possible way, shape, or form, then feel free to find another streamer. Feel free to unsupport. Feel free to move on with your own life. But telling you, as a wonderful lady said, leave the past in the past. But you come back with direct statements against this channel or personally against me, I'm going to first clear my name or the channel's name. And two, before you think you're all high and mighty and above everybody else, well, facts are going to be placed. Is it revenge? Some may look at it that. I don't look at it as revenge because I'm letting the public make their decision. I'm not telling them what to do. If it was vengeful, I'd be like, alright, everybody, jump on the bandwagon with me that support me and go unsupport this person and give them the hardest hell of the time. No. I don't pay people underneath the table. I don't make any money off YouTube whatsoever. I don't care. Again, I do my videos for fun. I like interacting with people. And, you know, if I don't have any reason to be, or how do I put this? If I come to your stream and, you know, I want to sit and listen and relax, then why not have the person sit, listen, and relax? If you want to target them, well, then there's not just, since YouTube is full of drama, it's not just my issue. That's a lot of people's issues. Most people, you come into their stream, or actually, either you go to their stream or they come to your stream and you attack them, well, yeah, people are going to retaliate. And I admit, I've done it to Night Shame. Not going to lie. I'm still not at all pleased what happened in the past with that. So I admit, I'm a hypocrite, certain aspects. But again, I don't know anybody who wouldn't be upset. Is someone, if they woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and read a description of "you killed my son" and found out it was a group of trolls, or being extremely ill for pretty close to a month and losing complexion of my, you know, skin color, and being told not to tell anyone that this person's going to kill themselves if you do tell and try to get them help. Yeah, I would trigger most people. So again, I've even wrote what I did in terms of trying to help the person. Not for any props, not for congratulations, not a pat on the back, but to show my actual concern for people. So yeah, am I full of drama? Sure, why not? Doesn't mean I don't care. In some aspects, people think I overcare. Again, doesn't mean I'm trying to claim myself as a saint. If I screw up, I will admit to it. I have nothing to hide in that aspect. We all have secrets, but in terms of coming clean with mistakes like that, I have nothing to hide. I've screwed up many times. I've learned from it. Some things I haven't learned from. Pick and choose what you want to do, but at the same time, remember, certain aspects we're all equal, and we all have our flaws, and we can always judge somebody else. Easy to point the finger at somebody else. But as Mama's 3 boys said, look in the mirror. If you don't know that YouTuber, I suggest you go check him out. But same time, look in the mirror. Before you point fingers and say that person's nasty, evil, full of drama. Yes, certain people are more full of drama than others. Question is, what really is their motive? Did somebody trigger them, or are they just creating drama to create drama? That's what I'm going to ask all of you. Before you get your circle of friends to jump on somebody else, which I know this is YouTube, so it's going to happen, think about it. Did you bring this on yourself eventually, or did you not? I am no judge, jury, and executioner, but I do get annoyed just like everybody else. My happy moments is not causing other people pain. My happy moments is seeing other people happy. Being around other people, interacting, being friendly, being genuine. It's not a perfect world, and I'm not going to claim for it to be, nor will I act like it is. But at the same time, why do YouTubers get so fed up? Because they are portraying somebody they really aren't, especially the positive ones, or claiming to be positive. Yeah, nobody wants to, how do I put it, listen to positivity all that much, because it seems fake, to an extent, yeah. But I'm pretty sure everybody likes to smile. Everybody likes to laugh, whether it be malicious or not. Everybody likes to smile. That's not even made up. It's a fact. And people who've done awful things, and yes, I'm going to bring up this topic. Hitler did awful, awful, gruesome, unheard of things. What was he going for? What he thought was a better world. He thought if everybody was the way he wanted them to be, he would be happy. The ultimate goal was for him to be happy. His motives were really messed up, and but let's just break it down and bring it to the straight fact. He thought if everything was his way, he would be happy. Now, that is a far, exaggeration of even what I would ever want. I don't want everyone to be like me. At the same time, I do enjoy being around people who are real. Doesn't mean toxic, but are real. Some things people don't want to hear. There are things I don't want to hear. At the same time, it can help us grow. It can help us actually learn to grow, mature. I admit, I was pretty upset when I got messages and people constantly questioned me. I was like, oh, I'm putting out facts here. Just go look at them. But if you want to go blindly in supporting somebody, that's your choice. I'm not forcing you to unsupport them. I'm not forcing you to do anything. All I'm asking is, if you believe I'm so toxic, then please at least look at the facts. But if you want to jump on the bandwagon and go with whatever groupie YouTuber friends you have, I understand supporting your friends. What I don't understand is even your closest friend, you may not know their past. You may not know who they were. Certain things, yeah, that is good. They've come a long way. Other times, for your own protection, you may want to check into them. That's what background checks are for, anyways. Yeah, you're not dating them, but at the same time, you may want to be careful who you trust. Again, YouTube, range of humanity, you know, Twitch, Twitter, social media in general. People are going to show you what you want to see, not necessarily who they really are underneath. Again, as stated, everybody has two sides. I have no exception from that statement by any means. I get triggered just like everybody else. I am no God. I do not believe myself to be. But what I've learned in life is facts speak louder than anything. Okay, so there's some things out there that can't be explained, but that's beside the point. In terms of who your friends are, what YouTuber you support, what Twitter, what Twitch, whatever, do your research. Google is a wonderful tool. Friends lists are a wonderful tool. Using other devices, your phone, your tablet. Don't always have to type in a chat. Just be observant. See what goes on in chats. I'm not saying spy on everybody and, become the next Harriet the Spy kind of movie or whatever, but I am saying be careful who you trust. Because who you trust may end up biting you at the end. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. Well, in terms of YouTube, you can't distinguish which is which, honestly. Everybody has another side to them. Question is, when do they show it? They show it when only they're triggered, when they're upset, mad, or is there an alternative motive of greed? Are they only on YouTube for money? To deceive other people so they can get more money? I mean, I gotta tell you, straight up, that's one of my triggers. That's one of the things I cannot stand, is people deceiving other people. Yeah, part of it is on them. They want to be ignorant, or they choose to be ignorant, then so be it. But I'm not claiming anybody's stupid. I'm not claiming anybody is anything in that aspect. People want to turn a blind eye, okay. But there are some people out there who really do want to know more about what goes on YouTube and social media and just be informed. Not for the drama aspect, but for their own safety. YouTube is a wonderful tool to meet new people, to interact people with similar interests. However, we are all people. We can be two-faced. We can be the most positive looking person on YouTube on every single video. We can also have the darkest secrets off cam. And the cliques that people group up with, either on cam or off cam, definitely have an impact. As stated before, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. People receiving donations and then sending it around, and receiving donations from the outside group, meaning the other YouTubers that don't know and think these people are 100% positive, never a problem, just excellent at what they do with positivity. Two sides to a coin, two sides to people. They can flip at a moment's notice, or without even you watching. That's human life. That's the way people are. It's the way I am, it's how everybody else is. Again, you can turn a blind eye to this, and you can turn off the, I didn't mean turn off the computer, but like, switch over to another YouTuber, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to hear it, fine. I'm not going to force you to stay. Is some of this redundant? Absolutely. Is it boring? To some, sure. But again, I'm going to be real. So somebody donates a decent amount of money or whatever to a YouTuber. That YouTuber then goes to another streamer that they're friends with, and that money is circled around. Just like that. Not every day, not every hour, whatever. But eventually, for some YouTubers, it's circled. It's circled money. And the more donations they get, the more circled it goes around. Just so they can keep building and building and building. Now, it's not against YouTube policy. It's not anything that people really notice. It just looks like, oh, this person's donated a huge sum of money to another YouTuber. Oh, that makes me want to donate. And then people get caught up in this whole background scene of donations. They get caught in this web of, okay, well, that person felt really good in donating, and I want to see them happy too because I think they're so supportive. I mean, I will straight up tell you a time where this channel got a huge amount of donations in one day. I was pouring my eyes out because I was just like, one, stunned by the donations. Two, I really wasn't asking for donations. Every time I kept saying, please stop donating, people would continue to donate and donate and donate, and it like really added up. Did it go to my head? After I was done like saying stop and trying to get people to actually stop, yeah, I felt like I was important. Like I was somebody on YouTube that people actually, well, some people did at some point idolize me. I don't know now, but it goes, when you're not around a lot of money, and even to some people, like $50 is a lot of money, or 25 or $5. No, actually, oh, some people 5. You get my point. When you're around more money than you normally would have, it goes to your head. And if you're making it through YouTube or any social media, it's really going to your head. If you're not used to having those kind of sums, it's really going to your head. And now the only thing you're thinking about is how can I continue to make this money? And I will not lie. When I saw that start to come in, I started getting a big head and feeling like famous and important. Was I? No. My original goal was to help people who've been through similar experiences as me, or worse, or somewhat related. At the same time, I lost who I was. I kept saying, remember your roots. I forgot mine. Money isn't the root of all evil. So I can't say I agree with that statement, and that's a personal opinion. What I can say, though, is it does change a person. For somebody not having a bunch of money to all of a sudden getting more than that they normally would have, yeah, it changes a person. Everybody wants to be rich, famous, noticed, whatever. I get that. I did too, at one point. But at what cost? What defines you then? The greed, the money, and so on. Now, I'm not going to state that all celebrities are like this, but if you look at the few that are known on YouTube, you look at the few actors and actresses out there, a lot of people want more money. Are they nice to their public? Many would shock you. You actually YouTube people who are mean to their public. Without those supporters, and I'm not just dogging YouTube, without those supporters in real life, like in actual fans, so to speak, those actors and actresses would be nowhere. Even with all the talent in the world, they would still be nowhere. That is why I put so much emphasis on the supporters here. Again, I don't care about numbers. I mean, yeah, it does suck when you see a group just drop from, the statistics, but then I think, okay, they either found other people to support or, they're definitely not interested in supporting you, so take it with a grain of salt. Find the ones that do like you for you. And if that number stays low forever, so be it. I'll continue to put out videos. I'll continue to do live streams. I am not here to make money. And people are saying, oh, you could update your equipment, you can get things that you want, you get supporters that will donate to you so you can get different video games. That's great and all. This is a hobby to me. I love interacting with people. At the same time, I do step outside my doors. If this is your lifestyle, great. But as a wonderful lady told me, remember that there's millions of people logging on. New YouTubers, old YouTubers, whatever. Good luck at being the next so-called Paul. You get it. I mean, it's like, well, actually, I don't know, it's pretty equal to winning the lotto. Good luck. So take it with a grain of salt. Enjoy what you enjoy doing and continue to move on. If you grow from it, excellent. If you don't, Okay. But do it because you want to do it. Don't let greed interfere with your motives. If you are about money, then okay. But I gotta tell you, life happens. So, and I'm not referring to me being an executioner of anything. Life happens. Am I justified in calling people out? Well, when it attacks personally me or the channel, who wouldn't try to defend their channel? Who wouldn't try to defend themselves? Clear their name, whatever. It is what it is. Hello, Lazy Lacey. Sorry, I probably saw that way too late. And Romelo's Life? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Romelo's Life? How are you both doing? I was just doing this stream because I was getting notifications and people kind of being like, pretty much, why are you calling out Taxi 7 and why are you getting upset over other people doing this and that and whatever, it's none of your business, yada yada yada. So I'm explaining. Most people don't like to be lectured, most people don't like to be told what to do. Well, I'm doing one part, kind of. I'm not telling people what to do. And again, people are welcome to exit the stream at any point. And if I notice both of you way too late, I apologize. Once I get on a certain topic, it's hard to pull my mind off track. But yeah. So, again, in terms of who you want to support, just be careful. In terms of what you want to support, everything has repercussions. Money has repercussions. If that's all you're about, so be it. So be it. But I can tell you, again, one thing. That's all you're going to ever know is greed in your heart. And it will eat you alive eventually. If you weren't around a lot of money as a child, you're not going to know what to do with it when you're an adult. If you're an adult with not a lot of money, and you win the lotto, or you're not going to know, once you get everything you possibly want, what is left? What is left to grab, possession-wise? You have every video game that ever came out. Congratulations. You have expensive cars. Well, guess what? You do something stupid, you flip that car over, you're dead. Not saying you will, just saying that, you know? There's so many factors. And one last thing before I head out. Take a look at all the famous people. Go ahead, Google it or YouTube it. All the famous people that you idolize, go ahead and Google them for their debt. I mean, some people love Kanye West. Some people love Mariah Carey. Some people look at how they treat their fans. Do you really want to become like that? Or are you going to tell yourself you're not going to become like that? Well, if money's already on your mind, I guarantee you that's all it's ever going to be. It is what it is. But if you do become rich and famous, I hope you think about helping others more than you think about helping yourself. I don't know what else to say after that. Again, I don't wish ill upon anyone. I don't wish anybody a sickness, a death in their family, whatever. I just wish people would be real and think, what would they really want to do with their future? Is YouTube really going to bring them a future? Or are you just going to get donations as a hobby? Cool. But again, I promise you this. If you fake your gaming with third-party programs, someone's going to catch on. And it won't be me. Somebody else will catch on. Alrighty. Well, everyone have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night. And Ghost Crow signing off. And let me make this very clear again. I know it's redundant, but I did make a mistake. I did. And I apologize for that. I made a mistake when it came to the graph. It is every month that it records. What I didn't make a mistake on is what I stated earlier. So if you decide to pop in really late in the stream and you're just skipping through, if you want to know what I didn't make a mistake on, go see the previous beginning. Thank you again, and be kind to animals, be kind to people, and be kind to yourselves. I know in certain aspects that was a hypocritical statement, but I truly, again, do not wish ill upon anybody. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night. Peace. Ghost Crow.